pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and
he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. So Navy's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Williams looking for a man. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll bring it back. It's Davis. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He finds his man, and they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw, using the quick game. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Williams will pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Breaks the tackle. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy on the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Williams looking for a man. Buys a little extra time. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, what a grab by the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last. They throw it again. Williams will pass. Looking to scramble. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll throw it on first down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the tailback. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. Back to throw, it's Hatchett. Zings it complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Gun room at the 35. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Navy will go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's a great job of the defense turning the page. You just gave up a big completion. You come right back here, you defend another shot down the field. That should hopefully give them a little bit of confidence.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He'll pull it on the read. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making...
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Back to throw, it's Hatchett. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They'll run it from the gun. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
6th play of the drive coming up. Here's the handoff. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, SMU! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Williams will pass. He tries to take the top off. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Navy quick to the line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, midshipman.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Hatchett. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice move, create some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
The Mustangs are marching down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Makes his connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, once you get in the 2nd half of a tie football game, you cannot waste these opportunities. You got to put points on the board. You got to take care of the football when you start to get in the red zone.
And here comes the Navy offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Williams looking for a man. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
From the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly.
That's a great job by the quarterback here in this 2-minute situation, realizing that all of his receivers are available in live targets right now, right? He hasn't thrown to that guy too often up to this point of the game, but he didn't quit on him, and that play saw him wide open, gave him a shot.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They're going to throw it again. Shoots it to the left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big time, prime time moments. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win? Make some plays for him, big dog.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Hatchett. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And he pulls it in at the 15. Touchdown, Mustangs! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Late in the game with the lead, the defense obviously knows here the offense is going to have to try and throw it. Nice job in the back end there, not just in coverage, but almost picking that football off. That was a game changer.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Can't make the connection, incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
All right, and now you're down to your last chance. Listen, you practice this every single week. You do it at the end, and you put together your package where you're going to put big guys in the game, and you're going to throw the ball up in the air and try to give them a chance to make a big play because you got to have a touchdown on this next snap.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two